All I ever wanted was a fly nigga. All I ever wanted was a fly nigga. I apply pressure like they owe me something. Standing in the lane, I'ma run you over. Leave marks in the street footprints. Got my shit tighter than a vice grip. This is real life, nigga, not the show. Life like a movie, nigga, play a role. Pull up with the drink, then it's OVO. Leave holes in your size of Oreos. Black and white bitch with me, Oreo. I'ma stack them up, then fuck them both. If they catchin' feelings, I ain't fucking with them. Knock the pussy out the park, King Griffey. Balenciaga socks, but I got the runners. I ain't worried about none, I'm running shit. Flexing up, nigga, yeah, I'm Hercules. Out of space game, I'm from Mercury. All this ice on me, nigga, need some tea. All this talk around me never worried me. Gold on my neck, leaving sunburn. Told y'all before, this is my turn. Usher in the lead, then I let it burn. Might rap the jag, nigga, front earn. Told me deuces fit, but I need some foes. Hopping out the summer, order metallic foes. Told I can't love her, but she still chose. Yeah, I'm flicking pictures, but I never pose. Watch on my wrist, got the crown on it. It's a 36, I need a 41. 20 on my neck, about to spend some more. Water numbers on the side through the roof. Even in a drought, still flood the summer. All this water on me might drown the bitch. Thirsty ass bitch wanna drink the drip. Niggas claim they real, but they counterfeit. Let them do them, I don't never trip. I don't never pack when I take a trip. Yeah, when I land, I just buy some shit. Spend a few K on designer shit. All I ever been was a fly nigga. 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 All you ever been was a fly nigga. All you ever been was a fly nigga. All I ever been was a fly nigga. All I ever been was a fly nigga. All I ever been was a fly nigga. All you ever been was a fly nigga.
We tuned in. This is the Mob Talk podcast. I'm your host, Smurf Luciano. I got guests today. I got Cushy Jackson in the building, and I got Mac Rue in the building. You know, so we're gonna flave, do what we do over here. You know, tell you about some of the best smokes it is to smoke. Let you know that what some good artists is out right now, and tell you about some of the shit that current affairs that's happening right now in today's world. As you can see in the background, the Bad Boxer movie. We getting ready to shoot the movie out here in Las Vegas. If you ain't tuned in, you ain't got your role in the movie yet. You know, have to get the link. Go to so that you can be filmed, get your acting role in the movie. It's real. It's gonna be real big. You know what I mean? As you can see, you see my poster in the background along with Justin Mayweather, McCoy. It's gonna be big. I mean, if you're out here in Las Vegas and you're gonna be out here from the 20th through the 30th, and you want to be a part of the movie, make sure you tap in. If nothing else, hit my inbox, and I'll tell you how to get straight to the casting of the event. For everybody out there, you know, it costs. It's a $50 fee that we are charging for you to be in it, but it's well worth it for the promotion that you're gonna get, as well as the photo shoot and the bio that you will get. It'll be well worth your dollar, you know. So if I ain't told you nothing, one of the best stock tips I just told you was to get in the Bad Boxer movie, and make yourself be seen. Cushy.
What's up?
Let the people know about yourself. I mean, what you got going on, where you from, and how you started doing music.
No, man, I'm Cushy Jackson, you feel me? All the way from Racine, Wisconsin, man. You know, so I'm just residing in Vegas right now and enjoying these palm trees, smoking good weed. You know, I've been rapping for a minute, but, you know, I just really do it. I just be talking, man. I be talking my life, man. I just really be doing it. But right now, I got Cushy World Order out right now. You hear me?
Cushy World Order.
Cushy World Order, man. My way or the highway. You hear me?
So what
16 songs on there, a whole P, man. 16 zips, man. Cushy World Order, man. Cushy Jackson, man. Not related to Jesse Jackson, Tito Jackson, none of the Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
No, I'm just running shit like Bo Jackson.
And my favorite team, man, KC 47 Royals, man, in the building.
Knocking shit out the park.
Yeah. What you smoking on over there?
Man, some Gorilla Cake.
Okay.
Some Gorilla Cake right now.
Your bust down looking real good over there, man. That shit shining. Who your jeweler?
Oh, for high, man, Golden Diamonds, man, Meadows Mall, man. That's my boy, man. You can tap in with him.
How many songs you how long you been rapping, and how many albums you got out?
This year alone, I'm gonna start here. This year alone, I dropped 4. This year alone, so like 60 songs out there right now. And I'm gonna probably drop 2 more before the year over with.
Okay.
They're trying to go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Who's some of the people?
Name.
Who's some of the people you got featured in the video? I seen you know, a couple who look like they could be stars in the video. At least an ass or two that looked like good.
Oh man, Katie Forbes, man, professional wrestler Katie Forbes. Shouts out to her. Swaying through for the video. Show me some love. Got my Instagram going up. All that. You know what I'm saying?
And
besides that, just be my camp, my partners.
right.
It be real life, man.
Right.
It ain't even playing.
Right.
Real everything. It's really our own shit. Really our own cars, cribs, everything. Man, we ain't playing.
It's big. It's big,
Yeah.
man. You know, but I met Cushy. We was at the studio one night. We was all flaming at the studio. Then from there, I went to the mall, to the barber shop, and you know.
Oh, yeah, tap in with the barbershop, Boulevard Mall, man.
Yeah.
Las Vegas, Nevada, man. It's a whole experience, more than a haircut. You know what I mean? A1 Barbershop.
Ask me how I know. I mean, you see what I'm looking like up on there. You know, they got me right first part
Oh, we gonna get you right, man.
in the building with the business.
And we ain't charging. We charging, but we ain't charging trying to tear you up, man. We for the people.
Yeah. Now I got to get you out there because we was talking about it on the last tour we did of getting you out there over there to Seattle and to Portland, California. You know, I know they want to see some Cushy Jackson, man. And if you ain't seen the brothers' video, go on to YouTube, tune in. Several.
Official Cushy Jackson. Kushie Jackson. All my handles. Cushy Jackson. Period. Cushy Jackson, man.
And it's up there. Now, Mac Rue, another guest we got on the show today. Let them know where you're from and what you got going on, brother.
Man, I'm one of Portland, Oregon's. Man, I'm part of the team. I'm a Portland, Oregon nigga, man, from the town. As of my big bro, shit. I do a little bit of everything. A little bit of rapping, a little bit of video shooting, a little bit of. I own a website called flyworldwide.com.
There's a whole lot of fly shit going on.
A whole
Yeah,
lot of
so-
fly shit. That's a whole lot of flav. I mean, a whole lot of flavor going on too.
Flavor,
I own
man.
my own record company. I signed myself to Supreme Success Entertainment, and so I do got a EP I put out this year on my birthday, March the 10th, called Game Member. You feel me? Because I feel like a lot of us is gang members. A lot of a lot of us come from the street life. It's a lot of pimps, players, and hustlers, and hoes, and other things amongst that. And so you can be a square motherfucker, but you can't really be a square, be a gang member. But you can be a square life liver, but still be a gang member if you understand how to play the game from that angle. So I just wanted to put the emphasis on us being gang members and spread that feeling around. But yeah. I got one joint out. I got probably about altogether songs, man. I probably got about 50 songs that I got songs I never put out. So I wanted to make sure it was a quality over quantity for me. That's how I be kind of thinking about stuff.
Right. What's your relationship with Andre Nicotina?
I've been knowing Dre since I was 19. Them dudes is like. I met them dudes, they came to the city, and just me being me, man, just popping it and fucking around. They just let me in. They pulled me on in. It's a whole story behind that, but they pulled me in and took me and let me start. I was going out to San Francisco, and man, just became a part of that. But Dre like big bro, man. He look out for me. One of the things we share, why I think Dre fuck with me, not why, but one thing we share is our birthdays. Our birthdays is right there with each other. So
Okay.
That's how we did the song. Why we did the song? I'm a Pisces 2 or 3 really, because he got hella songs coming from Pisces. But
Right.
that's how we got plugged in with each other.
And the video, I seen the video you shot. Was you in San Francisco when you shot that video?
Part of it was in Oakland. The other part we did in the city. Yeah.
Okay. Who shot that video for you?
My boy Geronimo, he did that, and he's out of Texas, but he partially Oregonian too.
Okay.
But yeah, he to me, man, Francisco Geronimo, man, he's the dopest, one of the dopest videographers I done messed with. He's super professional and super. He really just bring that quality to your work. You know what I mean? So I like dealing with him.
Now I seen just on the internet and and on Facebook and even on the news where they had the riots going on. I've been in Las Vegas, even though I'm from Portland. I've been out here. I seen that they had was talking to you and about the riots. And what specifically was they talking about, or what was they asking you about from a black man's perspective?
So really, they was on some. They was trying to spin me. They was trying to use me. They was trying to use me to kind of to try to soften up the community, but I'm not the one. So when I got on there and they let me get on TV, I just told them the real. Like, look, we POWs, all that other shit y'all talking about. Give us our money. If you really care about what we going through, give us our money. When I started saying give us our money, they didn't want to hear that. They wanted me to say Black Lives Matter.
They cut your shit?
No, they didn't cut me. They was giving me airtime, but what it was they had what ended up happening was I ended up telling the news the first night that they talked to me, like, what y'all need to do is tell the mayor, because our mayor hadn't said nothing to the people in the city. I said, man, what y'all need to do, man, is go ahead and have he need to come out and say something. And they little feed went crazy. And I said, man, they need to have a town hall meeting. So they put us together at a town hall meeting. But see, in any city in America where you black at, you got black people who run the financial sector of those cities, and they don't share with the other black people because it's not feasible for them to do that, because they won't make money for nothing at-risk youth.
Well,
you know what I mean? So
They won't make their cut.
They won't make their cut.
One thing I seen with that part is that once you get to the table, it's only so many checks getting cut.
Yeah,
I bring you in and you get a piece of my money.
yeah.
So what I'm gonna bring you in for, even though you might have been the one really in the street, really know the recipe that might
fucked
stop
up,
these
fool.
things, I can't afford to bring you to the table because
That's some slave shit.
you're gonna get my check.
Yeah, that's what they own.
So we got
They slave masters,
so
they
so
suck.
we got the house nigga and the field nigga. And if you're a field nigga, it's gonna be hard for you to get in there to get a piece of that cut of that pie.
So what do you think the street nigga is right now?
The field nigga.
He been there.
He the game
And,
member.
and it ain't necessary that
He the
listen,
game member.
And
He
it
work.
ain't necessary that he's the bad guy.
When you think about it,
It's just
The
that,
working man is slave too.
he a slave too. If he working and he hustling on the side.
but it ain't necessarily he's
He's
the
going
bad
through.
guy.
He's a
It's that
cold
he's
nigga.
not getting the opportunity.
Feel
You
me?
know,
Gotta
'cause
be a cold nigga,
Gotta-
dog.
it ain't that he's the bad guy. It's just that he's not getting the opportunity to be represented correctly because they're gonna pull the carpet from under his feet every chance they get. And I know a lot of, and I know
He can control the people.
he can't
He can
exactly.
reach the people.
Yeah, they don't like that. They don't
See,
like
If you
when
can
the
reach the people, you got to
But
shut
see,
up. You can reach
Yeah.
the people.
that's where we in the past
That's why ain't no leaders.
where we have been able to come in.
Get scared.
And I know
They
myself.
Die, bro.
We've been able to come in, throw basketball tournaments, throw cookouts, throw food events, give back to school to the kids, because it's hard for the people in politics to stop you from doing that in your own community.
right.
Now, whether you get media coverage or any attention on it, or even if you get any gratitude, I've done 7 of them myself where I'm from,
Yeah.
and I ain't lived there in 15 years.
Yeah.
This the only one I ain't done in 7 years, or we haven't done, me and my company,
Right, we ain't doing
in
this
7
shit.
years because of the COVID.
Yeah.
But I don't think that one time I've ever had the news come out or
Oh, yeah.
a write up in the
We
newspaper
did it
about
back
it.
to school the year before.
Now imagine this.
They got mad, bro. They
Yeah,
talking
'cause
about, I didn't do it right because we didn't do it right because we ain't got the news there. We ain't televised it. I
Right.
said we for the people.
But
Now-
is it,
now let's
is
talk
there,
You
about-
remember that? You remember
Is
we had
there-
the whole mall.
yeah, but is there a right way or a wrong way to give something to the kids?
I'm gonna tell y'all
Yeah.
this. This is.
I don't think so.
Everybody wanted the computer got everything televised now.
Right.
So if you doing
Yeah.
something, they don't respect it unless it's televised. But a lot of this shit fiction that they televise it.
Right.
But when you out here really doing it, it's harder to reach. You can reach the people, but it's harder.
Right.
You gotta go through a lot more things.
We
You know
gotta
what
do
I'm talking
some. Yeah. We gotta do some more studying too, though, because I feel like a lot of money we spend just as a people, right? Just in the game alone, just me being in the game, and fucking off hundreds of thousands of dollars on bullshit,
Not even
shoes,
caring.
clothes, and I can't. Not realizing, you when you get some information, you could buy a house for 10,000. So I could have, with all that money I made, I could have put 20 families into homes, and and gave black people assets, control of their own assets, and then me going through the things a lot of us, not just myself, but a lot of us go through when the game gets hard on you. Now we don't got nothing to fall back on in life because we wasn't taught the proper way to handle this game.
Well,
So you blame it on your parents?
Well, listen.
No.
One thing that I want
Whose fault is that?
one thing I want to interact in is when I was in the game, I always was up on credit, and I always knew that cash wasn't gonna always be king. So anybody that might be in the game, you might be hustling, you might be getting some fast money. Whatever you do, if you don't do nothing else, I'm asking you to do one thing for yourself. make sure that you got your credit right, so that when you do go to jail, because eventually you are going to go to jail. It happened to the best of them.
Or you gonna get killed.
Even if you wasn't guilty, or you're gonna lose your life. Make sure you gotta have your fallback plan, which would be life insurance policy and your credit score. So if you happen to go take a fall, you come back, your girl done ran off, your jewelry is gone, you don't have no more money, grandma died while you was in the penitentiary, you got a credit score, and you might go get your loan.
But let me also tell you this with
I ain't
your
gonna lie,
credit.
I just not got on
Let me give you the other guy,
Right.
and that's what I'm saying.
That's why we tell them right now.
What they do,
But I tell all my young homies,
what they do is they hide this. This is what they hide from us. With $10,500, you can go buy a house for $300,000. They only want 3% down. Your credit score can be a 580. That's what they're not telling black people, and they're not telling white folks that neither. And so what that's making us all believe is that we got to be broke. They give you back that money to go buy you a house every year. Every black person I know gets a check if they go to work. During the year, it's called a tax check. They go crazy around March and April, and they be balling off the taxes, but they won't go take that money and go put it towards a house. They got programs with people who give you that $10,000 to go put on your house, and you can get it as a gift. So for all my niggas in the game that got $200,000-$300,000, man, you can go put your families on. You can go buy back your neighborhoods. With the knowledge, it's the knowledge that we missing out on, and they don't want us to.
That make you real rich. That make you.
That it
wealthy.
make us wealthy.
Have you ever have you ever
That's some
put your
cold
money
shit.
down on a house? Have you ever purchased a house? Have you
No,
been
I
a part
haven't.
of it?
No, I haven't. I have not. But me understanding that the knowledge is out there, I didn't know that the knowledge was there for me to do that. They keep it from us on purpose because they don't want us to understand that we can do that. They got us more caught up on going to get cars. I done had cars. I done went and got a car.
Hella
off the lot.
cars.
Hella did all the little fucked up shit that I fucked off my credit and everything. I fucked off my credit 3 times. I'm gonna tell y'all this. And another thing about credit that a lot of people don't know. With
It's
credit,
repairable.
with credit, you can buy back your credit,
It's
and
repairable.
you can also challenge everything on your credit, even if it's your shit.
Yes, you can.
You can challenge it, and they gotta take it off if they don't contact you within 30 days with a letter written saying that the once they sell your debt, that's illegal for them to sell your debt because you ain't never signed a piece of paper saying it's okay for them to sell your debts.
That's right.
So once they do that, you can challenge them on paper. You can send them a letter. You gotta send it when you mail it in. You gotta mail it in with a you got to go pay the $20 to have that letter mailed to them. And you got to type it up right. You set certified mail. They got to send it back. They got to reply within 30 days, or they shit non and void. And they go. And I'm telling you, as a person that has been through it, they got to take it off your credit
So
report.
now, I bought my first house at 25 years old, Charlotte, North Carolina. I bought one, and my homeboy bought one. I ended up losing mine when the feds came and arrested me, had me facing a life sentence. It's hard for me to make my house payments, you know, because when you go to jail, everybody ain't gonna handle your same business like you handling your business. I eventually ended up losing the house. Not that I couldn't pay it, because I had the money to pay it, but the person who was in control of my house was older, was actually my grandmother, and she just didn't want to deal with the hassle of the house being so far away from where we is from. People had broken the house 2 or 3 times, stole all the appliances in the house. If I had a female staying in the house, she moved out the house. Electricity got cut off. People came back in the house, stole everything again. And each time I was having the house remodeled and repaired, it was costing me $15,000 or better. And I was sitting in jail facing a life sentence at 25 years old.
Yeah.
So eventually what ended up happening was I really had got the house to make sure that when one of my kids went to college, worst come to worst, I could refinance the house, pay for them to go to school, so that way they could just concentrate on school. Grandma ended up selling the house while I was fighting the federal case. She didn't even sell it. She just gave it back to the owner, the first owner who I bought it from. House in North Carolina cost me $75,000. I was $50,000 into the house, so I pretty much had to pay it off. She just didn't want to deal with going back and remodeling and doing all the stuff again, and she gave it up. Then she refinanced her house and sent my son to college, paid for his housing for 3 years. So just if you're in the game, no, it's some things that you need to know. I know you think you know everything because you're young and you got a pocket full of money, but the knowledge is going to be the key at the end of the day. Because cash really ain't the king.
Not at all.
The knowledge is the king. This brother just gave you a bunch of good game.
Oh, lot.
This brother just told you about his experiences, what he didn't know and what he didn't know. But if you're watching the show,
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I just got on it, but It changed my whole little shit though. I ain't gonna lie, my whole little, I'm owning shit up to date. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no house yet because they threw me all through a loop because I'm a barber and all that. Acting like my credit ain't good. My credit up to 760 right now.
760 is
Just
good.
like that man said, they sent the letters in, did all that. Now everything clean.
So now,
cleaned up my credit. Now I'm using it.
so Cushy,
It's working.
you come from Racine.
I come from Racine, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
70,000, 80,000 people, bro.
Okay. Now,
No,
how long
no.
you been in Las Vegas, Sin City, in Las Vegas?
About 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
And how long you had the barbershop?
2. It's going on 2 right now.
So you've been a business owner in Las Vegas for 2 years.
2 years. But I've been doing the clothes since
Right.
I've been out here.
And the name of
But
the
I ain't
clothing line
get
again
the
is what?
Fly addiction. With an
Fly
I instead
addiction.
of a Y.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because you fly like an individual. When
Right.
you wake up, ooh, I got addiction, I want to be fly. When you wake up, you want to be fly. So it's an addiction.
I gotta fuck with
Just
him.
like church,
Right.
it's an addiction. Just like drug addiction, alcohol addiction. Anything is an addiction if you abuse it. You feel me?
And you need to pay some ties.
Man, you got
Paying
to.
your ties to the game is when you represent and you present and you get out there and you support other businesses. It don't necessarily have to be black owned, but support your people, whoever your people
Man,
is.
support what you
them.
like.
Support what
And
you like.
Support who support you.
Definitely support who support you.
Support
'Cause
who
you'll be a
supports you the
you'll be a
most.
goddamn fool. You go out there and you support everybody that don't support you. Remember that. I mean, even if they look like you, sometimes that might not be the right person.
Man,
But
support
for the
who
most
support
part,
you, man.
give them a chance though.
For real.
You know. So what made you start doing the music, Cushy?
Oh man, back in the day, man, my homie used to be rapping, right? You know what I'm saying? Nigga
Let's go
named
there,
Chief
real close.
Skrill. Nigga named Chief Skrill, he was rapping and shit. With my partner, like I beat him up. You know, my right hand man, Tony Blunt.
All right.
He been writing music, doing the shit. He doing the little talent shows. He going crazy. I just want to. I ain't got no rhythm.
All right.
So they used to do the little, we call it the air band, do the dance shit. I just want to be in that shit so bad. You feel me? So bad. But then I
Right.
started having little shit, and bro was doing this shit. I was like, man, I knew the nigga Chief Skrill, so I was like, bro, I'm gonna take you over here, man. You writing those songs, right? I'm gonna take you over here so you can drop this music shit. Fuck it, we on. I'm having some little money. Fuck it. That's how it happened. So that happened. Boom, boom, boom. Then bro's like, then we got a little apartment. Then I bought some more equipment. He was like, bro, I don't want to do it by myself. We a group. 420 Outlaw. I was like, I don't want to rap. He said, just talk.
Right. All right.
Talk how you be talking when you
Listen.
be tripping, bro.
Listen.
You be saying
Yeah.
anything.
Listen.
He said, just do it.
That was
So,
my
that's
my
what it
part in
was.
the group.
Yeah.
My niggas was dope. They could rap. They had they styles down. One was just like a street knowledge scholar. The other one, he was so smooth, laid back to sing rap,
Yeah.
but it was smooth. One take he done with his verses.
Yeah.
I came in just as the hood nigga that could just talk. I just give you some talk about the game and
Yeah,
give you some
but
real
me,
game.
man, I'm everything, bro. I'm
Right.
from the residential, I'm from the hood, I'm everywhere. I
Right.
hang with the rich white folks, I hang with the poets folks, I hang with homeless niggas, whatever, bro. I'm from everything. You get what I'm saying? I ain't in no category, like.
The chameleon. You can
say-
fit in
you can
anywhere.
Say that anywhere.
Anywhere you go.
Anywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm raised in church, all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I chose to do
So-
what I'm doing. You know
so
what
that
I'm saying?
comes-
Whatever
so that-
I did, I chose.
So that come out in your music too, though.
Yeah, I'm just telling the story.
I mean,
Whatever
I-
I'm going through, I'm telling the story.
One thing I see,
But
when
I'm
I-
having fun.
when I listen to your music, I hear harmony in there.
Yeah.
It ain't just, it's not rap.
No.
You know, you are.
It's emotions.
If I had to compare you somewhere, it might be somewhere with a CeeLo Green or a Andre 3000.
I'm gonna keep trying. Yeah, I'm gonna keep trying. That's what I'm
Them
saying.
was just
I'm gonna keep
myself.
trying shit.
That's just my personal.
More elevation,
opinion.
more elevation, the more shit I see and shit like that. I'm gonna try that. I might turn into the CeeLo.
Right.
I might turn into that nigga. You know what I'm saying? or anything else. You know, I'm
Right.
gonna try it. Like if I feel like I can do it, I can do it.
But one thing, nothing else. The man, he following his dream. He chasing his dream. He
Yeah.
pursuing his dream.
Yeah.
And he got a business. So, if nothing else, give him a chance. Log on to his music. Check out his website. Purchase some of the clothing that he got. I mean, if nothing else, support something that this is real. When we say support something that's real, this is real. The whole conversation been real. This ain't none of this is scripted. We just going off the flow and off the hip of what we know. Mac Rue. Now, back to the situation back in Portland. Because if anybody been paying attention to Portland, you said there's fires going on out there.
Man, it's crazy.
Several
It's
people
fun.
have lost their life out there. Donald
This-
Trump was just out there talking about how they went against the government. Portland did, and my brother right here, he was right there in the thick of everything, the smoke that's going on, and standing up for the black people and just really being the mouthpiece for the community as far as I'm concerned, you know. And I want to know some more about that situation.
Man, shit, it's man, I was just trying to insert myself because I am from the community. I do know what we're going through as a people out there, and I also feel like people speaking for us didn't grow up in what they fighting for us. They talking about Black Lives Matter. I'm gonna tell you some real crazy
What
shit.
what really does Black Lives Matter really mean?
What do it mean, bro?
It's really not nothing to do with us, because like I keep telling them people, if you talk to anybody from our community, that response you just got is the truest fucking response you gonna get out of a motherfucker from the hood, from a black community that understand black community shit. We didn't agree to that. Y'all just stamped us with something. I don't know what it mean neither. I'm with y'all.
Well, it's an organization, first of all.
That's what I know.
What organization?
So
It's for
so what I heard is, I'm not quite sure, but I heard it was some lesbian women that started Black Lives Matter.
It's 3.
And
that's facts.
And they started the business, and they got the name copywritten, and that's Black Lives Matter.
Pushing the thing.
But see,
I'm not mad at them.
I feel
though.
like it's an undercover agenda by political motherfuckers and more elite motherfuckers who put them in a position of power to give them that power to say, yeah, we'll push your agenda for you, but y'all gotta understand this, that is not our agenda as a people.
No.
So if we wasn't included in that thought process of making that agenda, nobody came and said, oh, I'm a celebrity, or I'm somebody, or I'm from the community, and I start pushing this in my hometown amongst my people, and it caught on like wildfire, then I can't really accept it or respect it. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
especially when it don't got nothing to do with no black men, because we the front line of anything that come from the black community, even though we fucked up. We the front line.
From a business perspective, Black Lives Matter made a hell of a move. Black Lives Matter made a hell of a move from a business perspective.
I mean,
from a black perspective, I can't say I totally agree with everything that they, all the props that they might be getting.
Think about this: they getting money like the Red Cross right now, nigga. That's unheard of.
You are right.
And the money ain't coming to nobody black. Like I said, it take $10,000 to get us in homes. Y'all, they just made millions of dollars. Where the money going to? Not for nothing.
Be a lot of people out of homes.
Quick.
We're not getting offered nothing.
Oregon, half of Oregon burnt down already.
Yeah, it's burnt. Like they burning Oregon.
Is this a way we can get to the viewers?
Yeah, it's
so we can see who's out there.
You know what I'm saying? It's burning up in the city right now. Real talk. Our city under smoke. That's why I'm out here. I left because it started burning. Motherfuckers was, you can't. It's in your house. It smelled like a campfire inside your house.
Everybody losing all this shit.
Man, it's burnt up, bro. I never seen my city like that in my life. But then
I've been left that motherfucker.
But you gotta
been
know,
gone.
Last month,
I got kids around there though.
Last month
So,
you had 10,000
you got kids, you ain't gone.
protesting out there for Black Lives Matter every night in front of the police station.
Now,
The
my
police
thing.
just killed the people back home where I'm from, man.
Right. We need to speak on that though.
Yeah, killed the boy. But I'm way out here, so all I can really see was on TV and my people telling me back home.
Right.
The police didn't kill my kinfolk, Dante. You know what I'm saying? Shot him 17 times.
What's his name? Dante what?
Shannon.
Dante Shannon.
Right.
Rest in peace to Dante Shannon.
They killed the boy Tyrese West on a bike the following year, and then they shot this boy this year.
Smash low.
In Kenosha. You feel me?
We see you out there.
So I don't know what's going on.
Michael
man.
Moose. My guy, he out there. Pitts. Yeah, I see you out there. Will Fargo out there. Oh yeah, my nigga in Fresno. Pixie out there. I'm looking right here. See who tapped into the show right now. Pixie out there. Will's Fargo over there. I see y'all, man. Y'all tapped in. The show going up. Cushy Jackson, Mac Rue. I mean, we just talking about live facts, man, and real life shit right now. You know, hit me off on that Mob Talk podcast. If you want to be a guest on the show, if you got a video, you got a song that what you want played on the show, hit us up at the podcast at Gmail. If you want to be in the movie, The Bad Boxer, that there might be a role for you, a script, you know, that you can further your career, get a little bit more promotion. We might potentially we need a boxer out there named Gay JJ. So if you think you might be the Gay JJ for this film, hit me off and let me know, and we're gonna see if we can't get you a major role in the film as Gay JJ the boxer. But we're gonna keep on talking and go on to this NBA. First game, cause me and myself, I do parlays, I do bets, I do straight bets. The Clippers, motherfuckers is thumb down. Off the top, thumb down to the Clippers. They let the Denver Nuggets come back from a 3-1 series, beat them in the fifth game. And they got blew out by 20. What the fuck was the Clippers doing to get blew out by 20? And they was playing the Denver Nuggets. Who the fuck is the Denver Nuggets? I mean, so Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, you niggas need to boot. And a lot of people lost a lot of money on them games. Did either one of y'all watch the game? Y'all know about that?
I ain't been watching that shit, man. Usually I would, but I ain't.
Too much
Lately,
more
I ain't.
important stuff. Fuck them.
Yeah, there's so much other shit going on, man. I ain't gonna lie. My eyes been on all this other shit going on in the world.
Right. Then the Boston Celtics. First game against Miami Heat. Thumbs down. Smurf Luciano, thumbs down. You know, they lost the game. Tatum got blocked for going for the game-winning dunk. He got blocked. They lost. Both of them teams was favorites to win on the money line for the money spread. A lot of people lost a lot of money, and like I say, Smurf Luciano, two thumbs down. Start off the football week.
And McCoy, what they should have put their money on instead of lost their money. What they should have did? Tell them again.
You could have got you a house for 10,000 down. You understand?
10,000 down.
Now
You
you
could have
right
had your
looking
crib.
sad, huh, bro?
With a 580 score, you don't gotta keep throwing your money back to these people, man. You can empower 20 of your homies over a course of 5 years, and y'all can be empowering other people in your families. And a lot of stuff we complain about as black people, we can stop complaining about because we'll have some ownership of some shit.
And that's what we got to do.
Hey, but the NBA did, the Milwaukee Bucks did not play when the boy got killed in Kenosha, man.
You know what?
They stood up for the whole
Shout
Wisconsin.
that's
man.
real.
That's what's up.
Shout out
They
to
stood
the
up for
Milwaukee
the whole
Bucks
Wisconsin, man.
because they
They
not only Wisconsin, but the whole black
Nigga,
community.
Wisconsin stood up, bro.
The whole black community.
My mama, everybody
Wisconsin,
followed
they
suit
made that
after
happen.
that.
They were the first ones, and they made it happen.
Burnt the
Now,
whole city down.
they didn't have no
They did
NFL.
Not playing with them boys,
They
man.
started the NFL season. We had our first game Sunday night, I want to say, and the 49ers, thumbs down to the 49ers for losing the game, and a lot of people lost a lot of money on the 49ers.
Go ahead, throw that in
So,
there. This shit, but
I'm just giving you what's real, giving you up to date facts, telling you about
I like how you
Black
believe like
Lives
me.
Matters. We're talking about some of these killings that they're having with black people.
All right, that's all right.
We're talking about the fires in Oregon and Washington and California. And
Nah, I got some more. It's funny because I'm like,
To the
man, shit,
show.
I should have brought some more up
then,
here.
that's your bad. We're telling you
Got
about
some
the
in the car and shit. I'm
bad
tripping.
boxer,
Wait until you leave.
boy McCoy,
Nah,
myself,
you like me. That's all right. Shit, nah, I don't do that. I be
Justin
fucking-
Mayweather. Hey, we in the building. NFL, NBA,
Nah, that's real talk.
the
That's
nigga
ain't,
league,
bro, I'm
About
telling you.
relationships, nigga.
No, real talk.
Cushy Jackson, Mac Rue. I mean,
This was real.
all we doing is building
I'm
alliances
I'm
over
man.
here.
And that's what's happening.
We're building
What
alliances.
is that?
That's what's
But
happening.
all
But
it
This is
man.
what it's supposed to be,
everybody
though.
won't be at the table when it comes to who deserve to be there.
That shit out, fool.
Consistency and believing in yourself will get you to the next level. I want to make sure that, again, the kids is tapping in on their schoolwork. They on the computers. A lot of people getting bad reception. Every now and then the computer cut off. The kids are
Them
losing
kids need to be with other
reception.
kids, bro, at school,
Yeah,
bro.
period. They need to be in the
Kids
same
need to
room
be with
with
other
the
kids. I said
man.
this
That
last
shit
week.
hard for parents. I ain't gonna lie, 'cause I be there with my son. That shit is not easy, bro. I ain't been to school, and I ain't that computer savvy.
Right.
So
And you didn't go.
I
And
know I
you,
ain't the only one not computer savvy,
and your job, you ain't trying to be a teacher.
bro.
That's what we want them to do.
Just give me the workbook.
Nah,
give
but
me the
y'all,
curriculum,
but
and I'll
see,
sit there
let
with
me
them.
tell y'all this. Let me
I
tell
don't
y'all
need to
this.
be on here to do that.
Now, let me tell y'all this.
We
some
gotta
real
tap
shit.
in and make sure they're getting the right education, though.
Hey, some real shit about that system, man. Like I said, they'll never teach your kid to put 10,000 down and make their families wealthy.
That's
They'll
on
never
you.
They'll never teach us that. They don't want you to know that. They want to make sure that our kids don't know that. So what they do is they cram them with some information about some lying shit that don't make no sense. If you tell your kid right now and you set them up right now from whatever their age is right now. to
Carlos, we see you out.
18
We see
years
you out
old,
there, man.
You can make
Shirley,
your
we
kid
see you out there.
the richest motherfucker in the
We're
world
glad y'all punched in and
by
listening.
owning keys to doors in multifamily homes, and I like the unfortunate thing about how we operate as a people, we don't get the information. Only reason why I'm drilling it is because right now in the current situation we in, and just me have been in the situation I've been in life, and other people that I know that didn't have to be there. For all the fun and money I made, I could have had fun forever, and I could have had fun in peace,
TG
knowing that
Overton, we see
my
you.
people was all right. So I feel like the proper steps is, okay, play the school game with them people, but know that school start really with you as a parent. It don't start with them.
Oh, man,
Them
come
people
on.
ain't gonna teach them kids shit. They gonna teach you how to be a kid, how to be a slave. That's what they teach at school. They teach slavery. Unless your kid is one of the brightest, and your kids really be the smartest motherfuckers in the class.
Well, one thing that I firmly believe is that you definitely have to make sure that you have your kids on track. Like I say, I got a 28-year-old. He got 5 years of college. He ain't got his degree. He really don't want to go get a degree. He got enough credits to get a degree. I got 2 daughters, live in Atlanta. One got a degree for business. She's going back to get her major and her master's degree. I got another one that's 21. She's going to be a doctor right now. And I got a 17-year-old at my house that'll be 18 this week, and he's a 4.0 student.
Now ask yourself this, bro.
But I got kids,
Which is dope.
and that ain't all of my kids.
That's
you
the
know?
most that's beautiful. And
But
that's
I make sure the education
one,
is right.
one thing about me, because I'm really from the hood, and I grew up looking up to Smurf. Smurf was a person that in our neighborhood, you gotta understand, he really is a nigga who had a record company. He is a nigga who really did that in our face. So respectfully, I look up to you in that light and know that you a super smart dude.
Well,
Ask yourself this, and
I appreciate that.
And when he said it one day that his kids was, he told me, because me and Brett talk, we do talk. And one day he had said that to me, and I was like, I wish people. Remember, I was like, man, I wish people knew that.
Man, I'm so proud of my kids. They ain't in gangs. No disrespect to nobody, cause I come from the gang era. My kids ain't in gangs. My kids are not no strippers. They ain't no hoes. They ain't dancing. They got jobs. All of my kids got their own businesses started. But these are my kids coming out of my home, and I've been a firm believer that as an entrepreneur, I can make money, and I can make a living to feed my family, take care of myself and my kids, and put them through college. And that's what I've been doing. I don't give a fuck what nobody else say about me or how they feel about me. At the end of the day, all my kids got a good education.
Now let me ask you: Would you trade their education for them owning homes right now? That's
No.
a tough question.
No, I wouldn't.
And
Because
why would that be?
Only reason I say that is because with education, they got enough sense that they gonna buy homes, they gonna purchase homes, they gonna do businesses. They've already started businesses. I don't know if you. My oldest daughter was just on The Bachelor.
I seen
last
last season, right?
Last season, and I'm proud of her. My oldest son just had a kid. Been in jail one time for drunk driving. I'll take drunk driving over anything.
Listen, we black, we gonna go to jail. And I grew up in the dope era too, so
Right,
I grew
different
up in,
era.
I grew up in the late B-boy era when we really it wasn't a lot of niggas balling kicks, but everybody sold dope.
Right.
That-
Have
I
you ever
grew up
been
in
in
that
jail,
era.
Cushy? So for a drunk driving, I'll take a drunk driving, especially being my
I ain't
kid.
been to prison though.
But that's
Right.
a good thing.
I ain't never been to prison.
I've been to
I've
prison.
been to the
I've
joint,
been-
but that is a county time though.
I've been to prison 4 times,
ain't
4
been to
different
prison.
times.
But you come from that era right before y'all come from the real era.
I've been to prison for some shit.
Y'all come from that real
First
era.
time I went to prison for kidnapping, and it wasn't for kidnapping no female. It was for sticking a nigga in the trunk. First time I went to jail for kidnapping. But as we grow and we change and we mature, things I did in my past, if I knew what I know now, I wouldn't do it. You got to know better. You got to know better, do better. And I know better now. And a lot of that just comes with patience. Patience and asking yourself, is it really gonna be worth it? That 10 minutes, that 10 seconds.
Look in the mirror and find out who he really is.
Yeah, that 10 seconds.
That's what it is.
Now, if you
find
don't-
out
if
who
you-
you really
now-
are,
now also
you
this.
know who you want to become.
Now also this, when you young and you don't
10
know
seconds
what
will cost you 20 years if you're not careful.
But if you young and you don't really have that understanding that, man, things can change. Because when you young, you don't see the
Just do
future.
shit.
You just do it. Because the nigga made a lot of mistakes as a youngster that I know could have set me back for 20 years.
But you didn't get caught.
Like
Shit, nigga, I'm McCoy. I'm
things
just
worked in my
yeah,
favor a little
yeah.
different than some of my other friends and other people I
Right.
got love for.
Right,
So
right.
I feel you.
Now,
But
you know-
if I knew that I could have got a house for 10-5,
Right.
nigga, I would have been grinding my ass off. If somebody said I'll walk you through it, we got to start walking our young brothers in, because once you
that's
own
what
a
we gotta
house,
do.
once you own a house, once you own that, you can go back to school.
But
you
you
can go
know-
back to school and go do like
but
you
you know
said.
what?
You can refinance your house and go
All
be
the
an
greatest
engineer.
niggas didn't
But
go
see,
to school.
this is what I'm saying. It's hard to get a young person to
Come on.
listen to you when they got money in their pocket. They think,
That's
oh,
some motherfucker never had
oh, you
shit.
Yeah.
you failed. Oh, you old nigga. Cause I done heard motherfucker say to me, "You're old, but you ain't got no money."
But if
Nigga, you
y'all
don't
knew
know.
who he
You
was,
really don't know what I got.
It's just like this, man. That the average black person is raised up to look at the next motherfucker having money. You
Right.
Look like this person bigger than this person.
Mm-hmm.
So every person growing up, even you a kid, it's like that.
But see-
I don't care where you from, it's
but
like
see,
that.
Yep.
So
that's-
you always looking at the next man like, ooh. So you instant hate, instant
But guess what?
jealousy,
Yeah.
instant
But a
everything.
lot of that shit
until
is-
you get that, then you be like, oh,
I see what they going
yeah, I
through.
see what they
Hey.
going through now. Then why these niggas doing it to me?
Hey, because
But it's like
a
that
lot of that
because
shit is
you
fool's
raised
gold.
like that.
Yeah.
A lot of that shit is fool's gold.
But you
You know what
raised
E40
like that.
say? E40 called that nigga Bootsy. A lot of these niggas is following Bootsy.
Oh, yeah.
Bootsy ain't really got all that shit. He
But
claimed he
you gotta
got.
know this.
you
But
don't
you
know.
but you gotta know this. But you gotta know this. Now
Right.
I always say this. This is one of the biggest things I try to touch on in the black community. All that shit stem from one thing, and that's low self-esteem in black people, man. And we all be trying to
Sharia Harris,
we all be
what's up?
trying
We see
to
you out there.
we all be trying to
I'm glad you tapped
Outdo
in.
a motherfucker, bro.
not even outdo a motherfucker. We be trying to feel good. It's like when you used to go to school and you ain't had no nice shoes. Your family couldn't afford no shoes or something for you, and the kids tease you in class. Now you acting up. Now
I used
you
to wear the homie clothes, nigga. I turned to clown
right.
class
You,
clown.
come on now, but
Nigga
you had
talking
to,
about me. The nigga used to be on me, bruh.
come on now.
Hey, man, you,
Nigga was tall. I
Hey,
was little.
come on now.
Homie, hit me my shit.
right,
Come
I'm
on.
still rocking it.
right.
Still thinking I'm fresh though, but the nigga on me like bust me out. Like nigga gotta get cold at this shit.
Hey, but that's the
You
shit
know how
that
to
make you.
talk.
But
Right.
that's the shit that make you tough. But at the same time, it's the shit that work your psyche as a human being, man. That you thinking about every day. How can I be better than these motherfuckers? So they never have to motherfucking make me feel like
But
that.
it also
can't
be,
wait till
it,
I
al-
get
I
it,
can't
al-
wait
it
till
also
I be the nigga,
listen.
and these niggas can't do that.
Everything you go
so
against-
you chase the wrong thing.
everything you go against or you
want it like
or you
that.
start
You want
from,
it now.
it
That's
builds
every young
character though.
motherfucker- that's every young nigga,
This,
bro.
but listen, Cushy.
Nigga, I don't care
This
how I
this
get
this
it.
part of what
Fuck
made you
what I
cushy
do.
though. This all build character though. So motherfucker can't say nothing about you and you feel bad now. You know how to, if nothing else, you know how to flip that.
But if you each one teach one right now,
You could
Boom, boom, boom.
cure that.
boom,
Yeah.
that
That's
man
curable.
gonna do that, 'cause that's
Yeah.
your game. You
Yeah.
teaching the next,
Yeah.
so they gonna take that game and run with that and get they boom, boom, boom. We gonna
Right.
be going
Hey,
crazy.
I said if you could get 3 shooters or 3 of the real hardcore niggas from a city that gangbang that's really about their life for real. If you get 3 of them niggas and you can change their life around and you can show them niggas, okay, I'm gonna show y'all how to buy homes, get y'all shit together. Nigga, once they do that, that same mentality that they got to be shooters and be down with the hood, that's gonna switch them young niggas. So them be like, them was the killers. Them was the niggas that we all was kind of scared of and looking up to. Them was the niggas that we thought that we had to be like, damn, them niggas got house. They don't even want to do that no more. They on some other shit. Oh, we need to get on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Now you always gonna have your bad apples.
Yeah, it's
You
always
always gonna
been.
have your bad apples in life. But
Now, where I'm from, I took at least 30 people out of my city to different cities. I took them to Las Vegas. I took them to Tennessee. I took them to Atlanta. I took them to North Carolina. I took them to Las Vegas. For whatever reason, we was traveling and we was doing things. I'm saying from 20 to 45,
Yeah.
I've been taking people out of my city to show them different lifestyles.
Yeah.
And majority of motherfuckers never went back. They relocated and never went back, and they striving where they at. The people that went back got killed, doing life, or dead. I mean, killed, dead, same thing. They either dead or doing life. The people that went back.
Follow dreams where you from, man, 'cause people already think they know you.
yeah,
Once you get that threshold
yeah.
in that age where you be like, man, I'm doing what I want to do. You're not the same nigga that you was when you went to school and all that shit. You're the same nigga, but different. You get what I'm saying?
Well, they
Like,
say
You a
in the-
different nigga right now
in-
than
in-
what you
no,
was thinking before yesterday.
Man, I'm a different nigga from every day something
Every day.
changed,
But the
man.
Bible-
I
I'm
learned
listening to
something.
you right now. Like,
The
yeah,
Bible,
this
we
a
know
cold nigga,
the
right? This
white
is
man wrote the
shit.
Bible,
That's-
right?
I be thinking
appreciate
about in my brain though to myself, but
Well-
it'd be hard to find people that thinking like you. Then when you find the person that thinking like that, you already know what's
we
going on.
know that
You understand that?
It's supposed to
in
it's
the Bible,
universe.
the Bible say
Right.
And we know the Bible was written by the white man.
Like this.
But
You supposed to be here today.
what
I
they-
didn't know you supposed to. I didn't even know I was on nobody.
what they're saying in that is that a prophet is received last at home. When you're a prophet and they know you're gonna be something, he's received last at home. That's why sometimes it's best for you if you're a prophet to leave the home to where people are accepting to you. They are open to whatever you have to offer. You know, like you said, you come in, you got a barbershop. Barbershop going good. They ain't coming in there with no bunch of hate. Oh, this is Cushy. I grew up with him. The nigga wore somebody else's clothes
But they
when he
wouldn't
was
do
young.
that back home neither, though.
But I'm just saying, sometimes they will though.
Certain people will, but they won't because I show love.
Maybe not to
I
you.
give back.
It's how you treat
Maybe
But
not
I
to you.
I know how life is, though. You feel me?
But they hate. Nigga be on the sideline here hate. Well, person be on the sideline hating.
But when you from where you from, and people love you, and people hate you, but a lot of people that hate you because they don't know you, they want to know you, but you don't give. You be so standoffish when you so love you, be standoffish.
Well, one thing
so
I
you
see-
don't want nobody to talk to you type shit, but
Well-
you talk. You
But one
feel
thing
me?
I see is when you at home, people don't want to accept a change. And part of maturity is changing and getting a different understanding. Because as you grow, I mean, it's no different than a plant. You change your form. You open up, you blossom, and that's part of growth. Is
And your
blossoming.
leaves die, you come back.
But you know that's
You
the,
lose
but,
some and
but
you
see,
get some new
but,
ones.
But see,
Ain't
that's
no
the thing.
leaves die and come
I'm
back.
gonna
on,
say
man.
this. I'm
Come
gonna
on,
say
man.
this because
Come on, man. You lose some and you get some new
coming
ones.
from where I'm from. Like I said, I come from under him. I come from growing up watching them. I had a God on tape. I remember getting pulled over with a God on tape. I remember when I first got my first ID, nigga, I had a God on tape.
Gangsters on the
And I
move.
put my motherfucking ID in my God on tape.
Shout
Nigga,
out
I
to my
was on
homeboy Infamous
Vancouver.
One More.
I was on Vancouver and Beach, and the police pulled me over and said I was selling dope. Nigga, and they was busting me down, and nigga, they said, "Oh, you a Crip, huh?" They asked me, was I a Crip because I had the God on tape, nigga. But you gotta understand where I lived at. I didn't live in a Crip neighborhood. I did live in a Crip neighborhood where I lived at. I lived on Borthwick and Skidmore, so I lived between Kirby and Albina. But my family
right on the
lived
line.
on
You're right on the
I
borderline.
lived on the borderline. So my cousins, they from Unthank Park, which they lived on the other side, which they notoriously was funking with Bruh's Hood. So I grew up right in the middle of all the bullshit for real. And I'm a Crip. I'm not from that hood. So for me, I'm really on the on the flip side of things with niggas. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, growing up under him and watching that situation, that change was big. I used to read the newspaper back then. I was in the rap, wanted to rap so bad. So I'm looking at the niggas in my city. They was in there like, oh, he threw a party and motherfuckers just shooting at the balcony and all kind of shit. They, no matter what, they was definitely painting bruh as the boogeyman for that situation out there with us. You know what I mean?
You can't control what people gonna do.
But guess what? Now I'm in Las Vegas. I got mob talk.
Right.
You know, we got this mob talk shit going
Right.
on. And iced out, blinged out, the bust down. And I got Cushy Jackson. I got Mac Rue on my show.
Believe
and
that.
And I'm still alive and well and free.
And looking good and feeling
and,
good.
And got kids that are prospering, and I'm proud of them. And we're gonna close out, man. I got Mo McCoy over here. He been running everything from the background, holding it down for us. We got Ace High Management, Roseville Moneybag Boys. If you don't know about the Rap Poison album, Ryder J. Clyde, Fidel Castro, go punch in, get that, download it. Smurf Luciano, your host, man. Mac Rue, my guest today, Cushy Jackson. We're gonna sign out, man.
Let me
and,
say one more thing, man.
okay, go ahead, Cushy.
Man, I just want to say shouts out to the families in my city, man. That lost their people, man, to the police and all the violence and all that, man. And everybody around the world, you feel me?
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers
Way
going
out
through it
here,
right
if I
now.
was there, I'd probably be busting more moves or whatever, but, you know, I'm with y'all, man. You hear me?
All right, man.
Hey, man. But go get my album, man. Cushy World Order on all major platforms, man. Fly Diction Clothing, FL Live, man. And I will be in the movie, man.
Hey, the bust
Hey,
down.
man, we got that movie bust down.
Bad Boxer.
Hold on. Kiss the Rain, man.
Yeah.